I guess I'm starting today because Chris is chewing. What's up, everybody? It is the eBay versus Amazon show. It is 11:01. I can't even do it because I never do it. Oh, Chris is showing me a Tiki mug. What is that?
You gave this to me, dude.
Oh, is that the one I gave you? Is that from Vegas?
Well, no, I take it back. I might have bought that at a store because I have this one and I have this one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. The one that says Vegas is the one I gave you.
I think I bought this one when I locked myself out of my car at the thrift store. And I got this 99¢. I mean, it's not even good, but I keep it anyway. Just because once you hang out with Jason T. Smith from Thrift Hunters and get in the thrifting board and you learn to look for Tiki, you look for Tiki every time. Whether it's the cheap crap or it's the really good stuff, you get excited when you find something Tiki, and that's basically the only reason why I have this. Jen doesn't even like it. She thinks it's ugly and shouldn't be in the house. But
yeah, that is an ugly one.
It's not that. I mean, I would drink out of this.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, okay, I'll take it back. Not ugly. It's common. Probably one of the top 10 common of all times, and so they're not worth a ton. But I'm actually going to show probably in my group, maybe on my other show, when you have a niche and you can really get into it online. So every night I check every Tiki thing that's been listed every day. And then I also hop over to the things that sold that day. So I'm constantly right in the sweet pocket of knowing what's hot, what's not, what's selling, And I bought a mug about a month ago, and I think I showed my group. They had missed the keyword, the ultimate keyword. This mug is called the Tiki Bob. The person selling it didn't know it. I got it for $20. Someone's selling the exact same one right now. They started their bidding at $150, and they got a bid. So
Wow.
that's me really exploiting my niche. Now, I could flip it, but I want it because it's kind of a cool one. But if you know your niche, you should. If you have, the last 15 minutes of my day, my wife and I are going to bed, and all right, I'm going to look at every Tiki thing that got listed, and then every Tiki thing that got sold. Do I need to buy anything, or did I see something so hot that, I got to sell mine now? So, yeah, that's a common one in your hand, but you never know the day you're going to find the $1,000 one because they're out there. They do get found.
Oh, I believe it. And dude, I love what you're saying about you immerse yourself in it. Like every single night, you look at every new thing that's listed and everything that's sold, and it's the exact same kind of model that I don't know if the model is the right word for it. But when I try to teach people about doing retail arbitrage, or even if I try to do a little thrifting teaching, if I had to give a thrifter advice getting started, I would say go to a ton of thrift stores and look at everything. Paw through every T-shirt, because then after you go to 10 thrift stores and you see the same, AL East champion Red Sox shirts, you don't have to look that up anymore. Because if it's that common, chances are pretty guaranteed that it's not worth anything. Now, when you go to a new store and you see something you haven't seen before, pay attention to that. Maybe you want to look that up. Same thing with retail. If you want to learn Toys R Us, go to 7 Toys R Us stores in one day. Spend the whole day. Go to 7 of them. They're all going to be laid out different. You're going to see different products. All of a sudden, you're going to learn more about Toys R Us in one day by doing that than going to one store all the time being like, it's the same thing, it's the same thing. Yeah, it is the same thing. It's the same store. You're going to find products that are still in stock at other stores, that are being set early at other stores. And then your mind will automatically catch things, right? The brain is super smart, right? Let your brain do the work, right? Look at every Tiki thing, because once you do that every night for 30 straight nights, you're gonna notice things. You just will, right? Now it definitely helps if you're into it. If it's a topic like a niche that you're interested in, that's definitely gonna help you. But anybody can learn any niche, any topic, any product, anything. We have the internet. And if you dedicate 1 week to learning something, I say you can be 90% fluent. I say you can be 90% fluent in Tiki if you make that your job that week, is to learn Tiki and read everything there is to know about Tiki and look at all the Tiki listings. Now, you're not going to get the 95 to the 100%, right? The true fluency, but you can know 90% of what there is to know about a topic in a week. I mean, that's my opinion. Maybe it's not true for everybody, but we have the internet, guys. We have eBay completed listings. We have WorthPoint. It's kind of wide open for those who just kind of put the time in, but there are no shortcuts. You want to learn Tiki in 3 hours on your way to the thrift store? Good luck.
In the car ride over.
You gotta put in the time.
And let me tell you, so I wouldn't even say you'd ever get to 100%. My mom found a Tiki glass over the weekend. They were out garage sailing. You know, I've been collecting Tiki since 2000 or 2001, so about 15 years now. I have about 950 mugs in my home collection, and I've bought and sold 1,000 mugs maybe, 2,000, 3,000, and you know, I've seen all my friends' collections. And my mom found something I have never seen before. I didn't know it existed. So now that I hadn't seen it, she described it, and I went, "Wait, what?" Send me a picture. When she did, I go, "Didn't even know that existed." So basically, I wish she was around. She found a glass from a tiki bar that there was a mug made, and then at one point they made a glass version of it. So basically, they had the glass with the design just printed on the glass. I'm like, when did they make glasses? So, you know, that glass might be a $100 glass. I got to do a little research for her. I don't think she's going to sell it, but even when you know your niche, you still get surprised, and that's the fun part. Once you master it and somebody shows you something, you're like, I had no idea. That's cool. And now I know what I'm getting when they really retire.
You're already like scoping out your inheritance?
Oh, yeah, because luckily my brother and sister aren't into it like I am, so I know that the mugs are just coming out this way.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, chat room, everybody's here chatting with us. Thanks so much for being here live.
Oh, it costs her $1,
We're going to do our best to bring you some awesome value today. Whether that value is in entertainment or education, might be a little more on the entertainment side because, you know, we got a big reveal coming up. We are going to open up some cool things. But I think we're holding off on that, right? We're not opening yet.
Just a little bit. We want to make sure because our show tends to get moving slow, and then all of a sudden people start rolling in about 10, 15 after. So we don't want to reveal just yet. But I do want to show my hat off a little bit. People said they liked it, but you haven't seen the best part yet.
Was it light up or something?
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Looks okay during the day. Can you imagine this at night, though? Oh, the fun I have.
Have you taken that to Frankie's yet?
No, but I'm contemplating wearing it on Halloween night. Stacy and I are going to be on Santa Monica Boulevard. If you've not been to Hollywood for Halloween, Santa Monica Boulevard is the biggest Halloween party in the entire country. They section off about a half mile or so of Santa Monica Boulevard right in West Hollywood. If you know where the Troubadour is, it's right by the Troubadour. And there's about 500,000 people that file into Santa Monica Boulevard. And there's 4 stages of entertainment. We've seen Earth, Wind, and Fire play. We've seen Pink play. And the most elaborate, most gigantic costumes you've ever seen in your life. It is an amazing party. So if you live anywhere near LA and you've not been to West Hollywood for Halloween, you have done yourself a disservice. Get your ass there because it is, you just can't comprehend it till you see it, and it's amazing.
Well, I'm a little confused that you would travel all that way to go to a party when instead you could sit, because I know your neighborhood, you got a good trick-or-treating neighborhood. You could have a lot of little kids come to your door instead, right? So, I mean, that's a choice you got to make. I'm surprised you're going to Santa Monica.
Well, 2 things. I don't like little kids, so A. B, I'm speaking in Long Beach Thursday night, so I'm going to be in LA, see?
Oh, okay.
So I'm speaking Thursday night, so if you're watching this and you're in the Long Beach area, we are, go to meetup.com, look for the Long Beach eBay meetup. And I also have a class on Friday morning and doing a little shopping, little tiki bar hanging out, and then Stacy flies in on Saturday. So then we're doing the West Hollywood party, and then our friends own a tiki bar in El Segundo called the Purple Orchid, and they have a big Halloween bash. So we're going to go from West Hollywood to El Segundo.
All right, I can dig that. That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, so fun and shenanigans in L.A.
Well, just for some contrast, my Halloween will be spent driving to find a neighborhood with enough houses close enough. Because we live out in the boonies. We live out in the country. We thankfully have fast internet, but we have not had a trick-or-treater at our house in 5 years, and we've only been living here 5 years. Well, no one's going to, I mean, like, kids want candy, right? Like, they want to, like, be able to hit more than one house, and you can't do that where we live. You hit one house, then you got to walk a long way, so it doesn't make sense. So the kids that are smart are going to go to the neighborhoods where there's lots of houses so they can maximize their hour and a half or 2 hours of trick-or-treating to collect about, I don't know, what, $22 worth of candy in 2 hours? And I'm such an economist, right? I'm such an econ guy that I'm like, I tell the kids, I was like, can I just give you $20 and you can go buy whatever you want at Walmart candy aisle, right? Because you'll get more candy, better candy, the candy you want. and we don't have to mess with the rest. Like seriously, we're putting in a lot of effort so you guys can go out and get like $10 worth of crap sugar candy, right?
Do they not have trick or treating in Canada? Because you sound worse than me right now. You don't sound like a dad who loves his little kids.
I mean, it's fun, but I'm just I'm an opportunity cost kind of guy. So I'm like, man, we're putting in a lot of effort to get a bag of candy, right? Like maybe we could do something else.
You can't put Chris Green, master of FBA scam power thought process, to a 7-year-old walking door to door. Because what it's about at that point, if I recall my youth, is when you hit that one house that gives out the full-size candy bars. You lose your mind. You're like, oh, shit, this is the place. Like,
we had one of those. I mean, they gave out cans of Coke, right? And we didn't have, like, soda growing up, right?
I never heard of it. Now that I've never heard of.
We would go back and get a 25-cent can of Coke. We're like, boom, we just got 3 cans, sucker. It's like, now I think that's 75 cents. The amount of effort we put into making 75 cents. Whatever, man. Just gonna go to the store and buy it.
And if you like candy and trick-or-treating, I don't think that, that excitement of a full size ever leaves you, because one year here in Vegas, like 2, 3, 4 years ago, we went to a friend's house, and their little girl who was like maybe, I don't know, 5 or so, had already finished trick-or-treating in the neighborhood, and in the neighborhood there was a porn couple. They filmed live porn from their house and their pool and stuff, and the whole neighborhood knew about them. And they said, hey, the porn couple's giving out not full size, giant size.
Wow.
And she's got her boobs on display. I'm like, I grabbed the kid. I'm like, come on, we're going back and trick-or-treating. I got to see this. I want a full-size candy bars with a side of boobies.
Wow. Yeah, we don't get that around here. We do have one house that like kind of really goes overboard. They give out like a little gift bag with like glow sticks and some other like cheap crap. But I mean, the kids like it. But this is probably one reason why like I'm kind of on the little jaded side about it. Is because my kids don't even like candy. Right?
It's all the joy of doing it, though.
We got Halloween candy from 2 years ago. We get Christmas candy. We get the Easter candy. We get the Valentine's candy, and it sits here. And we went to a birthday party and got the piñata candy. And like, Dad, hold my candy, hold my candy. And I'm like, you don't even like candy. Like, we're gonna take this home, and in 6 months, I'm gonna throw it in the trash. You know why I say that? Because we've done that over and over and over and over again. And I'm almost like, guys, eat the Tootsie Rolls. Like, I don't care. You've got baby teeth. They're gonna fall out anyway. I don't care.
No. Well, here, I got something
though.
The Scary Bear likes candy, and the Scary Bear will be there in a few weeks. So save the candy for me.
Dude, we'll have lots of. Don't worry. We'll have extra candy for the fundraiser. Speaking of fundraisers, we should announce that later this week. We've done it 2 years in a row, guys. First year we raised almost 30 grand. Last year we raised almost 60 grand. This year we are going for a cool 6 digits, $100,000 fundraiser for Wounded Warrior Project. We're going to do some new things. We're going to do more of what worked and less of what didn't last year. And yeah, it's going to be intense. So mark your calendars. November 19th, November 19 is going to be the fundraiser. It'll be an all-day event. We'll have some awesome stuff for you guys. And some of the prizes will be limited. So if it's something you want to get, something you already know ahead of time, you're like, yes, I know that was sick last year. I want to get in this year. Then as soon as the page goes up, you may want to get your donation in early. You don't have to wait till the day of. But yeah, that will be coming soon. We're going to have more information on that next Monday.
And if you happen to live in Chris's neighborhood or within, decent driving distance, there will be some in-person stuff going on too. That's what we're setting up. So, yeah, I'm going to do something very dumb probably.
Yeah, you'll probably get in over your head and then fly home and leave me with a mess to clean up.
Ah, crap. No, not you. Talk for a second, Chris.
All right. Chat.
Oh, sorry, hang on. I muted you. Sorry, I meant to mute myself.
Chat room, everybody watching live, thanks so much. It really does mean a lot to us that you take time out of your day to listen live. Everybody on replay, we love you guys too. But, well, I'd say we love our live people. We love our live people the best. We get to interact with them. We got some sweet chat going over on one of these sides of the screen here. If you guys do have questions, this is the eBay versus Amazon show. Jason is definitely on the eBay side. I am on the Amazon side. And it's not that we are all Amazon and hate eBay or love eBay and hate Amazon. We just kind of have our favorites depending on what we're selling and where we're sourcing. It's going to decide kind of which platform, which marketplace is best for our products, and we want you guys to have that same knowledge. So when you get something to sell, you're like, you know what? I do love Amazon. I love FBA and how simple it is, but this is best suited on eBay, and you have the tools and education and information you need so that you can get it listed and make some money with it. Having said that, the best thing we can do for you guys is answer questions. If you've got some question that is holding you up from moving forward, whether it's about eBay or Amazon or PayPal or UPS, whatever it might be, if it's involving buying stuff and reselling it on the internet, we can help you. So please ask your questions below, ask them in the chat, and we will be happy to answer them. If you have questions and you're watching the replay and you want to get your question answered, please join our Facebook groups. You can find them simply by searching at Facebook for Scan Power. So to go to facebook.com/groups/ScanPower. Otherwise, you'll find our page. And the thrifting board, same thing. There's a page and a group. Be sure that you find the group. Ask to join. There are thousands of people in these groups just sitting there waiting to help. Some people really like Facebook and spend all their time there sitting there waiting to answer questions. And you guys can get your questions answered that way. So join the community. I guarantee it'll kind of change your business. And while you're like typing in a question, why don't you give us a like down there? Like, comment, and share. We appreciate the interaction and just all of our listeners. So Teresa Cox, always good when Teresa Cox is here. Very loyal live listener. And Nadine is here. Welcome, Nadine. Peggy Smith is here. Awesome.
Hey, I want to say something about what my mom just said since you brought my mom up. She said, what, my son do something dumb? When I say dumb, I mean it's going to be fun dumb, not like, hey, Mom, bail me out of jail dumb.
No, we're not doing anything like that.
No. I mean, we're going to be raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project. I have an idea that, might be not the best idea, but we'll make it fun. We'll make some money from it. So if you are nearby and want to stop by, we're going to have something fun going on. We'll announce it whenever Chris wants to by the end of this week. But just keep in mind, if you can drive over, come on over. We're going to be doing some shenanigans.
All right, so good news from Landon here. All the wisdom and that we put out, plus Landon's own hustle, right? It's your hustle that makes this happen. He quit his management job and just sells online. So awesome.
Nice.
And he's put his email address up there. He's kind of snuck it in. He snuck in his email address. So if anybody wants more information, guys, I say this for a reason. You'd have if he wouldn't put that there if he wasn't like open to being contacted, right? You have the direct email address from someone who not only watches this show, but has done it, has taken their job, taken the information on the internet, come along and said, you know what, I know enough, I'm going to quit doing this full time. If you want to do that, I don't know, email Landon, say what's up, create some kind of context, give him some value first, even if it's just telling them that he's a good-looking guy, or that, it doesn't matter. Create the context first, because if you just show up and be like, Landon, saw you did that, tell me how you did it, dude, it just doesn't work that way. Landon's going to take time out of his day just to, like, explain everything to somebody who doesn't even know. It's as easy as telling someone they're good looking. That's it. All of a sudden you're going to laugh and be like, yeah, you were, like, listening to the show. Okay, I get it. Now what's up? You now have context. That's a small piece of context compared to meeting someone in real life, but it matters. It all matters.
Alrighty, so let's, I think we got a good little crowd going here. Yep. Let's do our unveiling, shall we, Chris?
I'm going to open mine first because I'm hoping that yours is a little more interesting because for everybody that didn't see it last week, Jason sent me, like, this dollar store, witch or something. And knowing what's happened so far, I was pretty sure it was going to arrive in better condition than when it left. Maybe have like a little rock tumbler action, kind of shining it up. And this did. I don't know if you did this. I mean, did you put this hole in the box?
No.
All right. Well, that happened, man. Like, and it's from the inside too. Like, it punctured out. But it definitely doesn't sound like anything's broken in here. But we'll open it anyway. Good job on the eBay tape. I'll give you that.
Thank you. Hey, look at your Facebook messages real quick, please.
I'm on it.
I hate to just throw that in the middle of the show, but I need you to read something.
Okay. You can come on, Nick. Yeah.
All right. So let's see what you got, and I'll get my blade ready.
Always have a blade, you guys. Don't be opening with keys and stuff like you're traveling or something.
Because then you get the the tape residue stuck in your lock, and then you got all kinds of new problems. The witch wants out, somebody said.
All right.
Let me out.
And here we go.
Now show that it's hollow too. It's not a solid piece. See, that's why I thought, there's no way. It almost looks medical now, like the tube went down your throat with a camera on it.
There's not a speck of dust or crumb rattling around this box, and it must have been this like broom thing that like
stuck. So the broom. So let me get this straight. The breakable, fragile ceramic piece. The broom broke the box.
The box is the most fragile part of our shipments.
I'm actually dumbfounded at this point. Like, the fragile thing broke the box.
It broke the box.
It broke the box. That is nuts. All right.
I mean, this is solid, man. Like, I'm a little disappointed you didn't get like a little more like Royal Dalton style, And this is just creepy. I'm clearly gonna throw this away. Okay.
No, don't throw it away. We'll use it for the dumb thing I'm doing.
If you can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't throw it away. No.
Well, this guy's going to face the corner because he's really creepy looking. I mean, look at this guy. Who wants this in their house? No wonder you sent me this.
You don't like that?
What am I going to do with it? All right, so hold on. Let's add to the collection. So we now have a plate, a mug, and this little guy that have all arrived unscathed. And you know who's benefiting from this? The post office. We are keeping them in business.
So last night, Chris and I were discussing this, and one of the guests from my other show on Thrifty Business was a lady named Nellie. She is both a thrifter and a postal employee, and she sells on eBay. So I popped over to ask her what she thought, and she goes, "It's because we're the bomb." That's what she said. She feels that none of these would make it to each other if we did FedEx. That's her thoughts. All right, so here we go. Now I'm not going to shake and rattle mine around because that would invite it to break even more. But
oh man, that is beat up compared. I mean, I shipped that thing like crystal brand new, man. Look at that. That's got some crush.
As I'm holding the blade close to my eye as I'm spinning the box. There's something dumb.
That was a brand new box, you guys. I think you guys can see some of the crushing. And you see how I put the label on like a gorilla, right? I do that on purpose.
Like a gorilla.
Yeah, just like throw it on any angle. No lining it up straight.
All right, so let's start cutting here because I want to see where we're at.
All right, come on, man. Like, if this survives, if you guys that didn't watch the last show, this is can I say what it is?
Oh, yeah. Please do.
This is a 3-piece ceramic teapot, like a stackable bowl with like a little tea kettle and a top on it. 3 pieces, all shipped in one box. All right, come on, man. I want this to survive so bad. This suspense is killing me.
It's all about building suspense. All right, so I'm going to declare on, what's our date today? October 26th, that packing material is definitely not needed whatsoever. So here's your 3 pieces.
I cannot believe that word.
What? Now, I will say, there are a few chips, okay? But not. Hang on, let me get the chips out here.
Get the chips, man. We got like get it down to a science.
Okay, here. So now let's look at this. Here, I'll hold it back up. It is 3 pieces. 1.
And that was a big box, man. Like, they did not stay together.
2, 3, and here.
Oh, we got a guest, Jay.
Oh, what's happening?
We got a guest.
All right, before we get to our guest. Okay.
I'm gonna put that guest out of business.
All right, 3 pieces of ceramic with no padding rolling around. Here's all that broke. That's it.
Coast to coast, too.
Coast to coast, 5 little chips. So
wow.
the 3 pieces of ceramic are still very usable. And I don't get it. Now, what does our guest want to add to this discussion? Because I'm sorry to tell you, guest, where are
I'm
you?
not buying bubble wrap ever again. Ever. What's the
Okay,
point?
I can't unmute our guest. Why not?
He unmute himself.
Unmute yourself there, guest. At the top, if you hover your mouse, you'll see a microphone.
Dude, those things should have been dust.
Dust. Dude, they are still, I mean, they only chipped because it was probably, here's the biggest chip. Right there.
Wow.
A little chip in the head. But, you could still use it. It ain't broke. This is insane.
Would you file a PayPal claim if you got that?
Well, yeah. But I don't. I'm usually never at a loss of words, but I am so stumped right now.
Dude, we should bubble wrap something and see if it breaks.
I don't know what to say. How did these three things make it without being dust?
Dude, there was no padding, right? And when I dropped that off, they moved it. I mean, I brought it in real careful style and placed it on the scale without making it rattle at all because I didn't want them to be like, no, what are you up to? And then she took it away after I paid for it, and it rattled, and she was like, "Is that rattle okay?" I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It can't break. Don't worry. And it kind of sounded like metal, right? Hitting each other. So I was like, well, I'll tell her it's not made out of glass. And but yeah, no one's had any issues with what we've sent. I mean, you just drop it off. They're like, whatever. They're like, is anything fragile in here? Nope. Okay. And then off it goes.
So most people are saying, all right, let's try UPS or FedEx. Now I do see a little thing from Nadine in the chat that I like. How about overpacking? All right, so just to show you, hey, let's have a spot of tea, shall we? All right, so where can I can do it right here. All right, so you take off the top, you got your cup, and you pour it into your cup. There you go, a little spot of tea. Yep, still works just fine. No leaks.
So it passes the test.
Passes the test. Cheers. Nothing not drinking out of it because it's from a thrift store.
I didn't watch that before I sent it to you. It had a sticker on it.
Look, I'm ballsy, but there's a point where my wife would come upstairs and slap me in the head.
Yeah.
I would love to talk to our guest about putting him out of business, but his microphone seems to be broke. So while he's hopefully trying to fix that, shall we show what we're sending this week?
I'm ready to show.
And are we going to stay post office, or are we going to switch carriers?
Well, at this point, we got to do post office because UPS is just too long. It's Monday to Monday, so we wouldn't have it ready in time for a show. So
I think if we do post office and it makes it,
then we'll send each other everything back. UPS.
Oh, and you can't send it to my house. I gotta have you send it where I'm gonna be.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be next week.
Well, yeah, heck yeah. This is a weekly thing. We got to do this.
All right, well, I got mine, dude.
I can do a show next week. I just won't be at home. So
I got mine.
All right, let me see yours. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. All right.
I had to pay $3 for this crap.
All right. Now I'll show you mine. I found it in the cupboard. I hope we don't need it ever.
Mine's gonna survive, dude. This thing is thick, right?
Now mine's thinner, I think, than yours.
I would hammer a nail with this.
And if you did not watch this show and just listen to the last 4 sentences, you would think we were talking very sexual.
I mean, no, I'm not hitting it. I don't know, man. This thing is gonna survive. I mean, I might put this in a 20-20-20. I'll get a nice big giant box.
See, I was going the other way. I was putting small, so maybe it'll get crushed, because that way it'll be closer to touching the sides. You're thinking about having to have all this room to move around.
Yeah, I wanted some rattled. I want them to throw it. This is what we're gonna do with my costume, right? Is put something in a box and chunk it off the roof and see what's left.
Anyway. My mom says she gave that to me as a wedding present. You did not give me this sad-ass generic wine glass. If you gave me a wine glass, and you're not my mom.
Dude, I don't know thrift stores as well as you do, so I went to get a wine glass, and I picked one up, and I look on the bottom, and it was like $12.99. I was like, what? What on earth is this glass worth $12.99? And, of course, it's a set of 6, and it says, like, X6 right on the tag, and there's 6 of them.
That's
I was like, oh. I was about to, like, take a picture of it and be like, look, I found the most expensive wine glass ever sold at Savers. It was just a generic nothing. So they do have a... sets. I had to go like to the end of the aisle and get the singles, and I wanted the stereotypical wine glass. That's why I went with this one. But I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it's thick, man. Like there is no doubt this will survive.
Now, somebody said, "How about a padded flat rate?" Now, this will definitely be destroyed in a padded flat rate, but
Dude, not even padded flat rate. Envelope. Flat rate envelope.
No, screw that. We'll just put the label right on it. That's it. Off it goes.
Dude, if it wasn't for like people like slicing themselves, dude, I mean, maybe that's what we do because it's going to be anticlimactic to send you this in a box, right? It will survive without a doubt. But if I tape like some fierce tape around a flat rate envelope, not even padded, put this wine glass in it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we want to see something break eventually, but that would just, that won't even get outside. They'll never even get outside the post office you drop it at. So,
dude, I bet it survives, right? If that survives, then.
Now I think though. Here's my thought. Let's do FOMO without the box. Let's just throw a coffee mug in a padded flat rate. Let's try that.
FOMO Nobo. FOMO no box.
Yeah, so we'll just throw those coffee mugs we sent each other right back in a padded flat rate, and off it goes.
Oh man. Just put it in like a bag, like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, clear so we can watch it be destroyed. I'm so bummed. We're going to tell our guest that he's going to be out of business very soon based on our findings.
I mean, who would ever even buy bubble wrap?
He's logged in again, so we have 2 Marks now. Hello, Mark. Come in, Mark. I see Mark. Speak, Mark.
Here we go. I'm packing yours up right now, Jay.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Mark.
Mark! This is the new way to ship. Check out this. I call it the Scotty Baggie.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us? Apparently, Mark cannot hear us. Yes, we can hear Mark.
I'm going to ship this out just like this, man.
All right, we got to have some chance of it making, because that's all part of it. Because you're right. If there was no danger, then yeah, we could be just complete idiots. But we, as much fun as we're having, we cannot be injuring postal employees.
That's true.
I don't think that would go over too well. That's just me spitballing, but.
Well, I mean, it has our name and address on it, right? So it's not like we have any even plausible deniability. Like, they'll find us and they'll find our show, and they'll be like, "You guys are just in trouble." Dude, we should do the Tyvek. What's the Tyvek like UPS or post office envelope? Yeah.
Yeah. Just by weight.
We should put like 3 glasses in that.
Let's put a whole tea set. Oh, you want these?
At some point, we got to update like a setting for 12, kind of like plates, little plates, the coffee cups, everything. This 40-pound box of China with absolutely no padding in like a 30-cube box. UPS to Hawaii, right?
Are you done? So somebody was noticing what's going on over here. Hey, grab a handful of what you're working on, Jeremy. I went to the thrift store. I had about 20 minutes, and it was at the biggest thrift store in Vegas, and I had to decide what I was going to look through. Actually, I just wanted you to pull them up. And so I bought not 1, not 2, not 3, but 82 bras in one shot.
Dang.
And these are the most messed up sizes, and I say that in a loving way. Here, this is a 40I. There's a 26J in here, I know. This
Hey,
is...
who knows what's going on over here? Hey, grab a handful what you're working on there.
What am I hearing? Am I hearing myself?
I went to the thrift store. I had about 20 minutes, and I had to. It was at the biggest thrift store in Vegas, and I had to decide.
Mark, you are killing me, Mark. Mark's having some serious technical difficulties. Yeah, and so this is a brand called Artist that I have bought and sold for good money before. Here is a 32 double H.
Wow.
So these are definitely not your average.
40i.
Mark.
There's a
Mark, you got to mute that YouTube
in
feed.
here now. Yeah, who knows what's going on over here? Hey,
Mark, you are killing us, buddy. All right, take that back. Work on that. Don't lose the bras. So that's what's happening over there. Bras aplenty. So if you are an odd-sized bra, chances are I'm going to...
Yeah, I'm going to mute you, Mark.
Mark, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stab you with a Scotty peeler. I'm going to shave it like a shiv, and I'm going to stab you if you don't mute the YouTube feed.
He doesn't even need the YouTube feed.
I know. Turn it off, Mark. Turn it off. Oh, and now we just fell out. Our surprise guest is not going so well today, Chris.
That's all right. He's probably just pissed off. We're going to put him out of business.
Yeah. So that's why he's trying to disrupt the show. Yes, 82 bras, and usually when I'm in the bra section, if ladies are in there with me, some don't mind, some kind of give me a little stink eye, but one lady saw what I was doing, she goes, "Oh, there's more down there." I'm like, "Oh, I was getting help from ladies in the bra section." And
all right, let's have a little trivia question. You want to give away a prize today?
Yeah, what do you want to give away? Sure. How about
I don't know.
How about a copy of Retail Arbitrage?
Chat room, be ready. This is going to be a quick draw McGraw type of thing.
How about Retail Arbitrage?
All right, Jason's going to send you a book, you guys, and you can read it, and then you can sell it on Amazon. You will learn knowledge and make money for free. 82 bras, get your calculator out, represents how many boobs? All right? First one in the chat to get the answer right. 82, guys. Get all your phones have a calculator on it. I can't wait to see if someone gets it wrong, right? Like, someone with, like, fat fingers is going to, like, get the answer straight up wrong. Like, no, that's not how boobs work.
Well, it depends. Is it the alien boob chick from Total Recall? Thanks, Jeremy.
Did you find a 3-boobed bra?
No. Barbara Colson was our winner. She was. Oh no, I'm sorry. Got to back up. I didn't realize it flew by me. Leland was our winner.
We got a bunch of winners.
Yeah. Giveaway bubble
You know what
wrap.
we should give away a bunch of these books. I know you got a bunch of them.
And now the retail, I only have like 3 or 4 left.
All right. Well, give away 3 or 4. I don't care what you do.
All right, so we'll do the first 3. So Leland, Michael, and Barbara. Let me write those down real quick. And Leland, Michael Gebert, and Barbara Colson. Just message me on Facebook your address, and I will get you this book in the mail.
Dude, you know what I'm thinking? Someone should make a 3-boob bra just to be able to market it to the pop culture scene. Even if, like, I mean, no one's going to wear it, obviously. But just so they could have it, like, at a party. Like, I could see people buying that and, like, showing their friends, man, look what I bought on eBay. I bought this 3-boob bra. I challenge chat room and everybody listening on replay, I challenge you guys to make a 3-boob bra and market it on eBay and start the price high, like $50 at least, and see what happens. Right? Like, this is very cheap to try. It won't take much time, and it might turn into something kind of weird, goofy. You know, get little publicity. I don't know. I'm sold on it.
All right, so now I don't have any prizes hanging around. Do I have anything? Jeremy, got anything to give away? I didn't say the price of the bras on the air, did I, Chris?
The keys.
I don't think so.
Jason
All right.
House.
So let's take a guess what I paid per bra. Per bra.
Per bra is the guess, you guys. Per bra.
And let me tell you,
Jamal,
if you've thrifted bras, like Chris was saying, prices can be all over the place. These were pretty consistent. There was a little bit of a range, but we averaged it out right before we went on the air. So what I pay per bra. Per bra. So we'll say the closest without going over, or if you happen to hit it, then I will send you a Tiki mug. There we go. I always have a few of those laying around. Tiki mug winner per bra.
But you don't need a bra pattern, you guys. You need to take like 2 bras that are similar and just like cut them up, right? Like we're not trying to make like an actual 3-boob bra, right? We just need something that represents, with just a little bit of accuracy.
Okay, I'm watching the guesses. 21 cents? What thrift stores are you shopping in there, Landon? I want to go there. If bras are 21 cents at your thrift stores, I'm going there, son.
I need to see what kind of other stuff they got.
Yeah, no kidding. What's like a T-shirt cost? A nickel? Boom, winner. Diane Lasanda, 2 1/4. That's what I paid per bra. All right, Diane, you are a winner. Hit me up on Facebook, and it's easy to find me. I am Facebook/TikiPug. Facebook.com/TikiPug. If we're not friends already. So hit
Hey,
me
Jace, how
up.
many friends you got on Facebook?
About 2,000. Because I don't do the Chris Green method. I see you're about to tap out. I see it.
It's good and it's bad, and I'm telling people this because I got room for like 25 more friends. Then I'm maxed out at 5,000. Then you'll be able to send me messages, but you won't be able to just straight up send me messages. I'll have to actually go click over in other and look, and I'll probably like call out a few like fake accounts or people that have no profile or anything. But if you want to be friends on Facebook, you're gonna have to find me quick and add me because once I hit 5,000, I cannot take any new friend requests, and it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. I'm surprised that I have that many more than you do because when it comes down to it, you're probably more popular.
I am picky. I only accept those who have any interaction. It doesn't have to be in person, but we have to have some interaction. You have to be a good participant in my group, or we chatted. I appreciate that you saw me on TV and friended me, but I need to have some context. That's how I roll. Now, I want to go back to a couple of the things that people said. Landon said he can get them for 50 cents. Where, Landon? You're buying gigantic double H bras for 50 cents? Let's all go where Landon shops, because I'd be shocked. Now, if you're talking garage sales, sure, but you never find 82 of a variety of sizes that are very rare sizes all at once. And I bought them at a major chain. You can't haggle at a major chain. So 2 1/4 is great, because let me tell you what the last bra I sold for from this brand, $35 plus 17 shipping to France. So 2 1/4. So let's say I average on the low side $25 times 82. That'll be a very nice return.
I can dig it.
Hey, Brandon, it took me 2 months to add you, but I added you. I do not add a lot of people, so you should feel special, Brandon and Barbara. But no, I mean, if you want to be my friend, talk to me. Let's have a quick conversation. That's all I'm asking, just so I have some context. Just Chris wants to max out. I just want to have people in my feed that, we've talked or we've shared stories or we talked thrift, something, anything,
I'm too far on the dark side now. Like I'm too close. Like it's just done.
Yeah, see, Landon's saying few and far between. Yeah, Landon, you ain't pulling down 82, son. I'm telling you, 82 is where it's at. That's going to be some money. So Jeremy's going to be elbow deep in weird-sized bras for the next 2 days.
All right, Jay, let's break this down in terms of like helping people who are going to thrift stores, right?
Yep.
Because there's an extra lesson here that I don't think we're hitting on that I want people to have a little bit of a takeaway. It's great to find one $35 bra for 21 cents, 50 cents, $2.25, whatever, right? But to find 82, and here's the question. This is a tough one because it doesn't have like a perfect answer. how much would you have paid for those bras given the fact that you were there in the store and found 82 in one spot? So your time and effort per bra went down to practically zero, to the point where you could pay more per bra and still make a profit. Now, no one, there's going to be a ceiling that what you wouldn't pay for a single bra or 82, but if you had to think of it in that context, finding that many in one place, 225 is great. How high would you have paid per bra at that point, and compare that to how high you would pay for a single bra if you were there?
So a couple things. You're right, because once I saw them, they were in three little areas, but they were all together. So shopping, I just went like this, and then I threw them in the carts. So, you're right, the time and effort. Now, where I really lucked out was I only had 20 minutes. Stacy, my wife, was flying in, and I was just, I was not shopping. I was just cruising. I was saying hi to my friends that work there, and if I happened to see something good, I was going to stop and grab it. And so there was like this point where I had like maybe 10 minutes left. I'm like, all right, do I go to men's T-shirts or bras and robes? And I was standing next to the robes, and I found a sweet, sweet robe. You got that robe handy? I found a sweet, sweet robe made for a high-end hotel chain for like $7 that sells for like 50 or 60 bucks. So since I was already in the robe section, Jeremy's going to model it for us. There we go.
Who really wears robes, right? Like, seriously, a robe.
There we go. So that's going to be like a $50 profit. And I'm like, all right, I'll look at the bras. And there was a few ladies there. And so basically, here's how my cart looked when I was done. There we go. There is 82 bras stacked in a cart and one robe. And so you're right. So what I would have went up to say $5, but had they been $5 and not 2 1/4, it was savers. And if you donate 6 bags of used goods, you can get 30% off your whole bill. Now, of course, I could have saved 30% off of what I ended up spending almost $200, and I should have. But if they were $5 a piece, I would have ran home, got 6 bags of donations, brought them back, because 5 times 80 is a lot more than 2 times 80, and then taking that 30% off would have been fine. So yeah, but I'd still go to $5 because if I got now 35 might have been just a whim, but I'm thinking I can average $25 a bra. And once you get it rolling, because it's 82 of the same thing, granted they're different sizes, but once you get it rolling, Jeremy gets it rolling, it'll be kind of quick because bra on the mannequin, air pillows, picture, next bra, and then typing them up is just going to be just changing the pictures and the sizes. So the effort to list will not be that great either. But you've got the size.
Where do you think this came from?
I don't know, because this is the second time we found them. And I've not heard of this brand. It's Artis. Here, let me have one of these.
They're local.
Oh, they're local?
They're Las Vegas.
Ah, see, look at my assistant. He knows stuff. I don't know. Where is he? He just told me they're a local Las Vegas company. I didn't know that. So guess what? They're dropping off excess at the thrift store.
Dude, you need to go hit them up straight.
No kidding.
Like, what's up, homies? Let's make a deal right here. And dude, I thought of this the other day, and I never followed up on this idea. I heard of someone who went to, and this idea came to me because I was at the YMCA with my kids. Jen was out of town, so I took the kids rock climbing and swimming, and they had a lost and found table. And I'm thinking, man, what do they do with the lost and found that never gets picked up? They probably either throw it out or they donate to the thrift store. And I don't know why anybody doesn't go to every place that has a lost and found and say, look, I'll give you 25 cents a piece for clothing and shoes or whatever type of place is left behind. Sight unseen, and maybe you gotta go lower. Maybe you can get too much crap, right? Maybe the place where people are losing their shirts is like a bunch of cheap crap. And you have this source. And it's not even the lost and found. That's like one little side thing. The bigger one is I read an article about people who go to the dry cleaners and the people who don't come back to pick up their stuff, and they offer them $1 a garment, no questions asked, no sight unseen, and you get, and this is like the litmus test a little bit. If someone's getting their stuff dry cleaned, it's better than like some shirt some kid forgot at the Y, right? It's at least worthy of getting cleaned at the dry cleaners. And you just get, they must have rooms full of this stuff. They probably already have a process. Chat them up, get a relationship going, find out what their process is, and see if you can make them a better offer. Maybe they have a place where they dispose of them for a certain price per garment. And you say, you know what, I'll offer you more, or whatever it is. And then you're going to have this constant source of stuff. There's no shortage. to the creativity in sourcing inventory. And I don't know if anybody in the chat room has ever done that. I'd love to hear about it. I would love to set that up. I would not love to like pick up the stuff and list it and sell it all day, but I would love to like set up those relationships and be like, let me tell you what we can do. All those Ralph Lauren and Tommy Bahamas that no one picks up, those suits, them wedding gowns, yeah, I'll take them all off your hands for $1.50 a piece. I'll be by every month.
Well, I live in the capital, and I'm guessing probably Orlando is the second capital, but definitely the capital of hotel rooms in a very condensed area. And there are thrift stores that are contracted with the hotels to pick up all their lost and founds.
Wow.
And so then they sort it out, and one of the stores we filmed at is in Boulder City, which is about 20 minutes from here where the dam is. Their box of plugs for like iPhone, Android, it's insanely big. And, people just leave their crap and they go. And it's Vegas. So even more different than Orlando, people are like, woo, drunken weekend. Get home and your wife's like, hey, where's your iPod plug? Oh, shit, I don't know. And so, like, there are the wedding dresses that get left behind, the sex toys. It's insane. I mean, they have to send.
There's a market for you.
Oh, yeah. They have to send, big trucks like 3 days a week to each hotel. That's how much crap gets left behind every day. And so some thrift stores in town, you'll see the normal thrifty type just donated stuff from somebody's house, and then you'll see 100 wedding dresses that were left behind, or 50 iPhone plugs and 50 Android plugs and computer plugs, and it's crazy. And then the hotels will clean out like the gift shop. Like, this is the crap that didn't sell. They just send that with the load, and next thing you know, you're at a store with 50 Lion King Broadway musicals from Mandalay Bay all sitting there for $2 a piece.
Wow.
So if you're in those kind of areas, you're probably not going to get the deal to go pick it up, but find the places that do. They want to move it. So they're not pricing it retail because they're picking up so much crap. They're moving it $2, $3, $4 a pop. They're making decent money, but they don't have the space to keep holding it.
That's crazy, man. And then there's two sides to this. You can either go straight to the hotel or straight to whoever has the lost and found or the leftover stuff, and find out what's going on. Find out the system. Maybe they're getting like a tax write-off. Maybe there's a bigger benefit to them that way. Start that relationship and see where you can go with it. Or go straight to the thrift store that's already got that relationship and say, hey, this is what I do. Tell them exactly what you want to do and say, look, if you let me go through the stuff as soon as it gets here, I'll pay you double what you would normally charge. If that makes sense. Remember, everything is numbers. Either makes sense or it doesn't make sense. If that makes sense, where you can get early pickings and get some great stuff and pay a little more than you would if you had to wait till it came on the floor, guess what? Just like Jason did, finding 82 bras in one place and not having to go to 82 stores to find 82 bras, you're already there. You're paying a little more, but you're not running around. You're not waiting till they bring the stuff out. You're not elbowing next to other people. You're there, right? Treat it like a business. Maybe you take a lower profit per unit, but guess what? Your profit per time, it probably just doubled, tripled, or 10x'd because now you've got the relationship and the system set up where you're not running around hoping to get lucky and find it. It's crazy. I mean, if anybody says they can't find inventory or can't source inventory, I swear they're not trying. Because everything we just said requires absolutely $0. We're talking about setting up relationships. You got that relationship set up, and you still are broke as a joke and can't afford to buy anything? Good. Go find someone and partner up and work together, because now you have something that has value that you can leverage. Find someone with money that doesn't have that relationship and work together. And all of a sudden, you're making money and you're building a business. This is really that easy. Man, this is like the best part of the show. Hope everybody waited till the 50-minute mark to get into it.
Because like you said, your time's worth money. So for me to grab 82 bras at once, it was quick. And I saw a discussion happening in my group, the thrifting board, yesterday, about someone who physically wants to see every package he sends scanned at the counter. So he spends a half hour in line every day, and he says it doesn't bother me that I stand a half hour. I'm like, but your time's worth money. So if you're not using that half hour to make more money or source more product or list, you have, I'm guessing, friends, family, kids, pets, some vacuuming to do around the house. There is something you could be doing with that 2.5 hours a week.
Opportunity cost, man. That like hurts. I mean, I have an emotional response to hearing somebody willingly say they stand in the post office for 30 minutes every day for no reason. And I'm sympathetic. I know, value is different for different people. But guys, the post office, I mean, they are not like jacking your $14 shirt that you're sending. Like, there is no, I mean, I literally cannot remember the last time the post office lost something. Like,
actually, I have one right now, but it got the acceptance scan and it got the "we're leaving Vegas" scan. Then it just disappeared. They're tracking it.
It happens.
But it got the acceptance scan, and you hit. I don't care unless you're walking. Your gas costs money too. You've got to drive to the post office there and back. I mean, it boggles my mind in 2015 that people would waste that time. Now, one guy goes, "Well, I got a relationship. I can drive to the back and drop it off." You can still get it picked up. You are still driving and using your gas. Now, if you got other things to do, I get it. But why? That time is worth so much more. I wish I had an extra 2.5 hours every week. Trust me. I'd love the 2.5 hours every week.
Dude, we would. I don't know.
I watch Spice World once a week.
Guys. You guys can do anything you want. But please think about the opportunity cost. We get one at bat, right? We get one life. We don't get to like live this life and then be like, let's live it again. And this time I'm not going to spend, 10 hours a week at the post office or a month. 10 hours, right? Like that's a lot of time.
Look, going back to the early days of us selling online. When did you start, Chris?
99.
Okay, yeah, so it was about the same time, and I was selling only CDs. And I found an object that was almost always the same weight, 4 ounces, and easy to ship, just goes right into a number 0 bubble mailer. And so when I started selling 2 a day, and then 3 a day, and then 25 a day, there was a point where the guy at the post office goes, "Hey, I can't do all these." Well, of course you can, because that's your job. But I said, "So what's my alternative?" Because back then we didn't have what we have now. He goes, "I could just sell you all the stamps, and you can put them on yourself." And in my head, right away, I'm like, cool, because I can do that just sitting around watching TV at night, and I can just drop them at the post office. So we broke out how much a 4-ounce package weighed. So I bought the exact stamps. I wasn't putting on like a ton of like first class stamps because they sell higher denominations. So I figured out here's 4 ounces, here's 5, here's 6, and then even my wife could help. I'm like, all right, you need this stamp and this stamp for the 4, add this one on for the 5, and that way it was quicker, and we didn't have pickups back then, but I could still just go to the post office and go, here, they're all stamps. Easy peasy. So I was always figuring out ways to cut time off of whatever I was doing, and that was the way to do it. And so I was so good at that those rare times when I have to go up for like signature tracking or whatever, I would chit-chat with the postal employees, and I remember one time everything was changing. We're having some changes coming up this January, but this was huge changes. They handed me a copy of the manual and said, "You will know this before we do, so here you go." And I read it. So the next week when it changed, I said to them, "Okay, this week you have to do this. This is going to cost this." I told them, and they were just like, "That's why we gave you the manual." But I knew instantly, because if I knew, it saved me time, and that's what you're always trying to do.
Time is money. Everybody should take every step they can to be more efficient. This is just a business. This is not like your boxes are not special. My boxes are not special, right? But I've been there. Like, I've packed my own boxes. I had my own system. I mean, I had the system, and I remember feeling, I can't let anybody do this. No one can do this as good as me. I've had that feel. I get it, right? I know everybody that has that feeling. They actually feel it and believe it. All right, so it's not like we're trying to say that anybody, their opinion is invalid. That's really not what we're saying. But we do want you guys to stop and think about how you're using your time and making some changes if it makes sense to do. Because what we used to do, I did mostly UPS when I was doing eBay, but then on the light stuff like the chargers, we did in the post office. We did in the little cubes. I have 3 years over there, but we did the cubes for the light stuff because it made the most sense. And we would have 25 of those cubes, and I put them in a giant box. And we tried to find the best way. We used to go to the post office and drop them off, and then we got the pickup, and we didn't always have it. And the house that we were at in Texas, we were pretty far back from the road where the post office was, or the mailbox was. But we had a system set up to where we would put a note in the if we had a pickup, we put a little note in the mailbox saying, "Hey, there's a bunch of boxes on the front porch," because we couldn't really put them out on the street, right? So because they didn't come up to our door, they came to the mailbox. and they would pick them up. And we had a relationship with our USPS driver. So it wasn't like, we treated them like you just do what we say kind of thing. We were like, this is what we do. Some days we're going to have a bunch. Some days we're not. We want to make it easy for you so you don't have to come to the door every time and ask. All right, so think about the process and figure out a way to make it easy. But do not fall in love with fulfillment. All right, I've taken heat for saying that fulfillment is minimum wage work because people want to say, I don't make minimum wage when I pack boxes. I'm like, yes, you do. The time you spend packing boxes is your minimum wage work. You make more money sourcing, where actually you're not making money, right? But it's part of the business. But you're averaging all that out over your time if you're a one-man operation, which a lot of you guys are. But anything you can outsource or be more efficient with is going to allow you to do more of the other stuff, whether it's more stuff that makes you money or simply more stuff that you enjoy. If the best half hour of your day is the standing in line at the post office, because maybe there's some pretty girl behind the desk, or like whatever. I'm not here to judge, right? But if you're sitting there wasting your time because you are actually worried that the post office is going to do something to your box if they don't scan it in, I think you're nuts, right? And we can still be friends, and you can be nuts, and I can be not nuts. We're still friends, but please get over the paranoia. Please get over the post office just waiting. Clearly, the post office is not trying to break our stuff, right?
We have proven that.
Proven it without a doubt that the post office does not kick our boxes down the assembly line every day.
Here's how I want to spend my extra half hour of every day. Play with my buddy.
Yeah, isn't that better than standing at the post office?
Hey, buddy. What's up, Atocha? This is my little boy, Atocha. That's where you spend your quality time.
Exactly.
You don't have real kids, you have these kind of kids.
Oh, man.
All right, well, we have ranted and raved, and we are over the hour, brother.
We have. I mean, look, dude, I got the post office or the mailman right outside right now.
We're going to see live postman. Where is he? Oh, there he is. That's some awesome timing right there, I got to tell you.
Well, dude, and I've got a little bit of a bonus, right? Like, he comes by, he does that side first, right? So I know that in about 15 minutes, he'll be on my side. That's it.
That's it. Easy peasy. I'll put you down for a second. Sorry. All right, so
easy.
We will have a show next Monday. I just won't be at this location, but we will be doing our wine glasses, so be prepared to see fragile wine glasses. And our surprise guest, who technology failed us miserably today, we will try him again next week. That was Mark from Bubble Fast. He sells packing material. We are showing you we're going to put him out of business. You don't need packing material. It's all a big ruse to get us to spend money. So, tune in next week. Thank you, everyone, and keep on selling and be ready for the fourth quarter.
See you guys.
Peace.